Alright, hey there folks, this is Bird, here with some Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer. I think it's about my third attempt at trying to stream this. Last one went fairly well, but found out after everything was said and done that my mic was not picking up my voice at all. So, I've got a brand new randomizer, haven't messed around on this one at all, no idea what's gonna be in any of the chests, and just like last time, using a randomized name just for fun. So for those of you that don't know, Randomizer basically randomizes everything that it can in the game while still allowing the game to be beatable. So items in chests, upgrade items that you can win or purchase, the color of your tunic, the songs that you learn, the items that you receive at the end of dungeons, be they medallions or spiritual stones, everything like that is all randomized and jumbled up. So, let's get started. You'll notice that I have the fire medallion starting off this game, as because since all the medallions and spiritual stones are in fact randomized, you may not be able to access the Temple of Time by beating the 3 dungeons as a child. So, the Temple of Time will be open from the beginning of the game, as will be exiting Kokiri Forest, because you may not be able to beat the Deku Tree with what it gives you. But when you open the Temple of Time, you get given a medallion. Normally the light medallion, but since it's randomized, it has given me the fire medallion. So, alright, I've got like a pale pink tunic going on here. No, definitely not one of my favorite colors, but I think we can make it work. Certainly unusual enough to stand out a little bit anyways. So, we will be getting 4 items, hopefully. Maybe we'll get something good in here. Alright, great. Bluepies, right off the start. So, blue rupees are about the most common. Holy hell. Alright. Off to a good start. Like I was saying, blue rupees are one of the most common items to get starting off the game, but the fairy bow is going to make being an adult much easier. That and the hook shot really gate off a lot of things as an adult. And then as a child, bombs are really the big gate. Wow. Okay, so tunic color be damned. In this first room, we've gotten the bow and the hook shot. Yeah, our being an adult's going to be a cakewalk. We'll see how it is trying to get through the child side of things, but geez, once we get to the Temple of Time, things are really going to open up for us with all that. That is wonderful. Alright. Well, we've got the chest that the Kokiri sword normally resides in, so we can go see if there's anything of worth in there. And definitely going to need some rupees for buying the shield here in just a moment. Alright. And nice little screw you from the game. Got a ice chest. There's like, 5 or 6 of those in the game, but they certainly do suck. Huh. Well, you know what, I'm still not complaining. Not after getting the bow and the hook shot right off the bat like that. So I've been playing The Legend of Zelda. I started with the Ocarina of Time. Got it for Christmas. It came out when I was either 7 or 8 years old, and played it nearly non-stop. Would just spend hours just riding around Hyrule Field on Epona. You know, I mean, as soon as I got home after school and could, I would sit down and start playing and just spend hours and hours in this game. I've 100% completed on multiple occasions. Will, you know, every couple of years go and play back through it. And then recently heard about randomizers, and I mean, it seemed like something that was just right up my alley. So went. I feel like if you do a Google search for them for the ROM hack for a randomizer, it's not too hard to find the program that does it. It's got a lot of different options for what you'll randomize in the game, whether that be, you know, just the chests or randomize the tunic colors. You can even randomize the sound that plays when you are low on health. Rather than the standard beeping, you could get things like Navi saying, hey, 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 over and over again, which is terrible, and I despise it whenever I get that one. One that I know you can get, but I've not been lucky enough to get on any of my playthroughs so far, would have to be the King Zora's Mweep sound as he is scooching along, just because I feel like that is, you know, would be pretty hilarious. It's got a handful of other ones, but those are the two that jump out. We'll see what we get. I'm sure before too long I will be hearing my low health alarm sound. Mainly because while I've played this game a lot, that does not necessarily mean I'm good at it. So, since we do not have the Kokiri Sword, at the very least we're going to need a Deku Stick in order to get the chests that are available to us in the Great Deku Tree. Now you'll notice that, one, there was no cutscene at the beginning. Also, Mido's already over here with the forest being open completely. You can change that in the settings of your downloader. You can choose for the forest to be closed off, and I do believe that does guarantee that you will get the Kokiri Sword and the Slingshot somewhere either within the forest or within the Lost Woods. I feel like it's a little bit more random, a little bit more challenging to have it open already, and that way you never truly know what you're going to end up with. That way the game is like a box of chocolates. Alright, so we got our first chest up here. This one would normally hold the dungeon map. Today it holds. Alright, there's a heart, heals me up, that's nice. I want to say there's about 4 chests in here that hold items that have been randomized. The compass and the dungeon map will both be within chests in this dungeon, as well as in dungeons that have small keys. All these small keys will be randomized into the chests that are in that dungeon. There is a version of the ROM hack that you can get called Keysanity, where it will also randomize the keys across all dungeons. So I could open up this chest right here and get a small key for the water temple. Alright, well this is gonna be a pretty easy playthrough, fellas. I got the bow, I got the bombs, and I got the hook shot. I mean, jeez. Give me all the blue rupees you want now. I mean, really the only thing that could make this better, I feel, would be if I were to get the slingshot right now. I mean, good night. So, anyways, that happened. I have never had a playthrough that has worked out this well. Stop looking at me, spider. So the Skulltulas can't see movement. So, as long as they're not looking at you, they won't chase, or as long as you're not moving when they look at you, they won't chase you. Really wish I knew that one when I was a kid. I always had the hardest time with those guys. But you live and learn. So, and this is the room that we definitely needed the Deku stick for. Otherwise, we would not be able to get out, and I would have to save and restart the game. And nobody wants that, least of all me. Alright, so we've got 2 pieces of heart and the bomb bag and a blue ruby. I think that's going to be it. This next chest is either going to hold the compass or the dungeon map. And then whichever one it doesn't have, the one downstairs will have the opposite. Oh! Nope, that was... I must be missing a chest in my head. Or... no. So there's also a chance that the heart container that you would get for beating Goma will also contain one of the items from the dungeon. So it is possible that Goma is currently holding on to either the compass or the dungeon map, which I feel really defeats the purpose of both of those. And there goes my Deku stick. If I am not mistaken, this is the last chest. I left that room without ever collecting that gold skull total, didn't I? Damn it! I'm gonna have to go back for that. Yeah, so there's the compass. And if I'm not mistaken... yeah, we got all the chests. So, that means that Goma has the dungeon map, which is great, because that also means that I'm really not in any hurry to beat Goma, which I can't get to her right now anyway, because I do not have the slingshot. While I'm fairly comfortable with a handful of glitches, I'm going to try and play this playthrough as glitchless as possible. You know, based on how the ROM hack works, it is possible to beat it without using any glitches whatsoever. I will, however, be using the fast forward function of my emulator, because, well, I mean, some of the climbing back through sucks. Alright, well, it sounds like the low heart alarm is normal. So at least it's not Navi, because that one sucks. So, the reason I'm getting the Gold Skull Atolla is because their rewards are also randomized. So, at every 10 that you collect, you will get a... oh, I'm stuck in here now. Nope, maybe not. Maybe not. I think I can get more Deku sticks because I have the bombs. So I may not be stuck. That's fine. As long as the bombs can damage these Deku Babas over here, I will be A-okay. Speaking of, can bombs destroy this? Bombs can't destroy shit, can they? Oh boy, so yep, I am quite stuck. I can destroy those. Give me a Deku nut. That's nice. Not what I needed at all. Huh. Wow, that does present quite the problem. Deku Nuts, they're just not going to cut it, are they? Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. Down I go. Thankfully, I'm not trying to play it deathless, or else, you know, we'd be starting over right now, and that would suck. But we can now continue, and we do not need to be in here anymore. So, that brings us to a couple of options. First and foremost, we can go get the Ocarina from Saria. That's only good for crossing Hyrule Field and stuff. So, we can go get the Ocarina. Thank you. We can go to the Lost Woods. We can do the Ocarina Song minigame. And if I can collect enough rupees, we can also buy the Deku Nut and Deku Stick upgrades. But first things first, y'all get to see how much I suck at memorizing notes. Left, down, left. So far, it's pretty easy. Nothing too crazy. Ha-ha! Didn't guess it right that time. Oh well. Huzzah! Thankfully, in the randomizer, you only have to go through that once to get the prize, which in the game is actually a piece of heart. And we got a piece of heart. So, let's see. We can also go to the Goron Village, and we can also check out this chest down here. So, since we have the bombs and access to Goron Village, we can stop the Rolling Goron, or Hot Rodder, and he will give us a prize. He only gives it to you once you collect the bomb bag and stop him within the little cave area on the second level. So, let's go do that. Because that's a pretty easy item to get while we're here. When I said second level, I meant it in the English, you know, where the ground floor is G, second floor is technically first floor, you know, that weird way of doing things. No, let me catch you. Ah, crap. Oh no, I broke the sign. I can't even fix it. Alright, hurry up and come on around this side. There's one thing that I have learned in life, especially with having a kid and things of that nature, is I'm rather impatient. I have no desire to sit there and wait on him to roll all the way back around. What do you get me? Blue rupee. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, what's next? I guess we'll go back to the Lost Woods. There's one other grotto with a chest in it that we can check out. And then I guess we'll leave here, come back when we have our 40, well, total of 80 rupees necessary to buy the other 2 upgrades that we can get here. Oh wait, I don't think there is another grotto. That one just gives me a blue rupee. The other grotto is where you buy the Deku Nut upgrade, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check, but I'm fairly certain. Although, yeah, that's what that one is. Sure. The question is can you use a bomb to defeat a Wolfos? If you can, then whichever way is north, this way is where I want to go. Let's find out. Well, it didn't seem to work on him. We can go see if it'll work on these guys. I do not have enough bombs to take these guys out. Alright. Deuces. But, if you can defeat both of them, which I currently cannot, then you would receive another chest. Maybe something good in it. Maybe a blue rupee. Might even be an ice chest and would just freeze me. But, let's go and learn our first song. Actually, no. Let's go... Yeah, we'll learn our first song first. That way we can knock everything at Long Long Ranch out and then shut up, Navi. We're running super fast. But I do need some money, so we'll give me some money. 60 rupees that are hanging out up here. Oh boy, don't fall just yet there, Link. There we go. Okay, now you can fall. Fall all the way through the floor. Oh, we can also find Richard. Always nice finding Richard for Mama. I don't remember what her last name is. I want to say Mia, but that's that movie. Mama something. She really likes her Richard. She's really excited when you show it to her. Show him to her. Sorry. Shouldn't call a dog in it. Hello. Richard! It's my little Richard. Thank you. What do you got? A recovery heart? Really? Thanks, lady. I'm stealing your rubies. Deuces. Hey there, Joe. What's up, buddy? Just, taking little Richard back to an old lady. full egg. Alright, so now we gotta go wake up her deadbeat of a father. I guess he's not really a deadbeat. I mean, he at least works. He just, I guess, has narcolepsy. Why is it that you're dumbstruck? So, we'll go and wake up Talon. He will then skedaddle on out of here, leaving us to sneak into the castle and confront him. Oh, the dog was Richard. Richard was the dog. He belonged to the lady whose name was Mama something or another. But I have an even better question for you. Throughout this entire game, every single chicken it's a cuckoo. There are no chickens in this game, right? Except for Malin. Malin has a strange egg that she gives you. And what is in this strange egg but a straight up chicken? Not a cuckoo, but a chicken. So this unique creature doesn't exist anywhere else as far as we are aware, because everything else in the game is a cuckoo. This is a chicken. No, you can't get me shut. This is not a place to sleep. Go home, you lazy bum. Freaking lazy balding Mario. We're gonna speed this up. Yeah, no joke. Talon honestly has to be one of my, for whatever reason, one of my least favorite characters. Although I guess, in all honesty, maybe it's just because he reminds me of myself. You know, can sleep anywhere, just really, just really likes to sleep. So, Joe Schmo, since you're just now joining us, this is a randomizer. Everything in it is, oh, son of a whore. Got a little too close to him. Stranger danger. But we have had an excellent haul so far. Right off the bat, within the first 4 chests we opened, we got the fairy bow and the hook shot. And then in the Great Deku Tree, we got the bomb bag. So, I mean, easily 3 of the best items to start your game off with. We got right off the bat. Now watch, we won't get the Kokiri sword until like the very end of the game. But it is what it is. Go away, guard. I don't wanna... You scare me. My timing with these guards is terrible. Move. Come on, walk away without looking behind you. I swear these guys must have some form of brain damage. Also, who designed these gardens with so many, like, points to hide in them? Like, who thought that was a good idea? And then set up the guard pathing to, I don't know, allow a kid to sneak through. Alright, what you got for me? Oh, what, Serenade of Water? It'll warp me to Lake Hylia. Yeah, Serenade of Water. I was right. That's kind of cool, learning a warp song off the bat. Really could use Zelda's Lullaby, though. That opens up so many doors. Zelda's Lullaby and Saria's Song are, damn near essential. But let's go see what's going on at Long Range. We'll start in the back and work our way forward. Yeah, you know, got a shot at that. Yeah, yeah. Really, you know, makes the rolls and the sword swings just much more potent. That's what it is. All right, let's see what this piece of heart has for us. Dun da da da. Ow. Hell yeah! Alright, we got the Goron's bracelet. So, normally you need the Goron's bracelet in order to pick bomb flowers. We already have the bomb bag, so that's kind of redundant. But, fun fact, if you don't have the Goron's bracelet, then the large blocks that you need to push in just about every single dungeon as an adult, you cannot push. It's not like the adult wears the Goron bracelet, but it is required in order to be able to push those blocks. So. Yes, very cute horse. Teach me a song, please. That's a very nice song. Teach me a different one. Oh, Bolo Roll of Fire. Alright, cool. So now I can also warp to Death Mountain, where I would die almost instantly. I've learned the Bolo Roll of Fire. But I can go get myself a magic bean and go ahead and plant one there, because that is one of the few places you're required to plant a magic bean in order to get a piece of heart. I've got one bomb left. We'll use it on this gold skeleton. Why not? Because this is how all spiders should die. And a fiery explosion. Alright, so we're gonna go play Talon's little cuckoo hunting mini game. See if we can get anything worthwhile here. It normally gives you a bottle with some milk. We'll see what we get this time. Normally I like to put all the chickens in a corner. Makes it a lot easier, a lot quicker. But we'll see how I do just right off the bat. If I fail this time, then I'll do the little, you know, somewhat cheap method. Oh, there's so many. Just grab one, Link. Boom. Alright, first try. Love it. Yeah, sure, I'll marry your daughter. Lying bastard. Oh, thanks. You offer to let me marry your daughter and then you give me a nut. It's not creepy at all. Alright, so let's see, where is it that we want to go next? Yeah, I know, Deku Nuts, I've actually never realized just how useful they really are. Actually, we're going to go back to this way. Back to this way. We've got 2 business Deku scrubs in the Lost Woods that we can get an item from, and we can get the song from Saria in front of the Forest Temple. The real question will be if we can get to Saria in front of the Forest Temple. Nope, cannot fast forward through here, the music is too good. This guy normally lets you carry more Deku sticks. Let's see what he sells us today. Hey, I can now carry more money. Hell yeah, that's gonna make a lot of things easier. Alright. Man, this run is off to an amazing start. I'll miss the purple tunic of the last run, but the items in this run certainly do have that one beat, hands down. So, next place to go is that last little grotto before you hit the Sacred Meadow, and pick on some of the Deku Scrubs in there. Business Deku Scrubs, technically. I don't know why I always want to take a left there. That's not where I want to go. Go straight, I believe, then it's a left. Just try to cut that turn a little too soon. Oh yeah, that was nice. Pick up more Deku Nuts. Yes, please, and thank you. Screw you. Oh. I wish I had Dense Fire, and I could come back and burn them. That's what I want to do. Guy's a jerk. And I guess technically it's not his fault, but guy's still a jerk. Alright, so I'm going to... Hell, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't get through the... I need a Deku stick. I need my one Deku stick. 14 rupees. That's all I need to be able to beat. No. That would be... Oh, wow. Huh. I don't know if that's even possible. If it is, I'd certainly be willing to, you know, give that a try. That would be a nice little, you know, challenge. I mean, you don't have to go through them a lot, but it would certainly make the first few times going through there a bit more of a challenge, I guess. Or I don't know if it would come off as a challenge or really, you know, just annoying. Especially if you're trying to get through them before you can learn Saria's song, because I believe it's only after you get the song from Zelda that Saria shows up at the Forest Temple, and that's technically how you're supposed to find your way through. You're supposed to stop and listen, and the path to Saria, you'll be able to hear the song in that particular tunnel. So like, you can hear it loud here, but it should be if we go over here. Or not. Maybe I'm just crazy. I could have sworn that was a thing. But also, notice how this tunnel is pitch black, and as you approach it kind of disappears, whereas this one, it has almost that whiteness to the center, and as you approach it does not disappear. So you can always tell, you know, when the path you're going through is going to either send you somewhere or it's going to open up like it's supposed to. So really, it would just be the main entrance to the Sacred Forest Meadow is really the only one that would be much of a challenge at all. Gotcha, bitch. Don't want your nuts on my face. Alright, let's see what song Saria gives me. Bad touch, bad touch. That's Song of Time, alright. That's a useful one. We don't technically need it to get into the Temple of Time because the Temple of Time is already open. But there are a few places where it is necessary to move time stones, so that will come in handy. Let's go ahead and head to here. Right, left. Actually, no. We're just gonna get through here first. And go back to Goron Village, and there is a heart piece on top of Dodongo's cavern that I can go ahead and grab. That will give me something, hopefully something good. But I mean, in all honesty, I can't complain. The entirety of this run has been so good to me so far. I like how his echoes. The amount of detail and thought put into this game is amazing, considering I believe it's, if not, close to 20 years old. Yeah, no, it's got to at least be 20 years old by now. That is insane to me. Still remember the morning I got it. I actually didn't like it at first. When I very first started playing it, I didn't realize that there was like a whole second part to it. I thought it was just, you know, running around as a kid collecting spiritual stones. I was like, that's dumb. And then a friend of mine was like, nah, man, once you collect them all, you get like this special sword, and then once you get the special sword, you get older. And I thought he was screwing with me. Right up until I went and did it. And thought, this is the son of a bitch. Most amazing game. But, got another blue rupee. That sucks. Let's see. Will any of these give me some bombs? If I get bombs, I can get into really anywhere right here. No, just a shit ton of rupees. Alright, that's fine. Since I'm unfortunately out of bombs right now, I cannot get into Dodongo's cavern. I could drop the bomb in, but what I really wanted to do was get to the top of Death Mountain. There's a heart piece in there that I can go ahead and grab. But I cannot get to it from this side of the warp point, unfortunately. Yeah, that's nice. No, actually, hang on, I got something for you. Thanks for opening the gate that was already open. You're a swell fella. That was dumb. So I think I'm gonna get this one last piece of heart, and we'll be calling it there for the evening. I don't know when the next time I'll be getting on, but I'll be sure to post it around and let you know. Oh, Hylian shield. I mean, I could have bought one of those, but now I don't have to. Thanks, buddy. That's a nice high note to actually hang on. There's a chest over here. Nobody wants to end out on a high note. Let's end on a low note with a blue rupee out of a chest. Come on. Or a bundle of arrows when I can't use a bow and my arrows are already full. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. I hope y'all all have a wonderful day.